Hello again, everyone. This is Nathaniel Gibson bringing to you my multimedia discussion board for Week 2, MPA590 Organizational Theory. As a brief presentation overview, I will be going into two separate themes that I discovered in studying through the materials of this week, and that was organizational coordination, as well as the second theme of proper management for government organizations. And then finally, I will take a look at how all of these theories apply and will help in the implementation of my task force. So in terms of organizational coordination, we see two pillars being introduced this week in Henri Fayol with his 14 principles of management system. And of course, within those, as discovered in the Tompkins book, we see the six activities that government or any agency should really introduce into their critical functions in order to help make the functions of the organization run very smoothly. And of course, Fayol was a big purporter for the actions of managers within those six activities to command and to coordinate all of those activities in a way that helped the organization and the people move forward smoothly and efficiently. And of course, Gulick introduced his principal schools to the federal government in order to help it adapt to the changing environment as introduced by the expansion of government through federal President Roosevelt's new society and expansion to government through those different programs. And in Kenneth J. Meyer's article, Governance, Structure, and Democracy, he kind of agrees along the lines of Luther's paused core, where government really has a job to maintain efficiency in a way that helps foster democracy and protects the critical freedoms that Americans have in society today. So moving on to what I saw was theme 2, which is proper management in government organizations. We see some critiques begin to happen of some of the foundational theories of organizational efficiency and critical management functions and actions as well. And Simon critiques Fayol and Gulick and their principles of management and the principal school by critiquing the verbiage and the use of the word or the principles as scientific in nature, and he believes that these should be more like proverbs or value-based because of the fact that these principles break down the reality that government workers are more like numbers and contributions to the overall organizational efficiency and not so much people. And Follett herself, Mary Parker Follett, builds off of this as well in her critiques of the scientific management of Taylor and the bureaucracy as put forth by Max Weber. And really, she saw organizational universality as a part of human relationships rather than with closely defined administrative techniques or narrow business policies. And she saw this as a way of seeing the employees in an organization as being people and not robots contributing to some larger scheme or some great goal that the organization has. I think Mooney also had a approach to managing employees, whether as line or staff employees, but I would have to disagree. It doesn't apply so much in the public sector because you have employees ranging from secretaries and executive assistants all the way up to the city manager themselves, who are always acting in person and communicating directly with the public that you shouldn't have to manage employees any differently in a way that um, that they relate to the people and the public in general. And Sethi in the article Mary Parker Follett, Pioneer in Management Theory, kind of delves more into this idea as um, people in organizations contributing um, as more than robots or as more than numbers on a page, going beyond the theories of scientific management and of organizational efficiency through principles and the school of management. These people are people. They need to be treated as differently than the robots that these early theorists would have us make us believe those people could be treated. So I think these organizational theories of and themes of coordination and public management, I think they all apply to the task force that I'm creating, which is creating a management training program focused on building up employees through trainings and connecting with mentors across the government spectrum. And I think they apply through the use of creating a coordinated structure for the program that helps facilitate growth within the different organizations and departments, as well as proper management techniques of having a charismatic leader who is willing to work alongside their employees and lead them as well in areas that they need, but also help build them up in ways that they can help contribute as managers themselves. Well, that concludes this week's discussion. I hope you enjoyed the material, and I look forward to chatting with some of you guys about the themes that you discovered in this week's study materials.